welcome back to Beauticians and Musicians. We have a really exciting show for you today. I'm excited about this guest, and I just met him a few months ago. He is an amazing guy and an incredible musician and has a band called Live 80. You may have heard of it. If not, you need to know about it because they're an excellent party band. And I want to introduce Jen Johnson, which a lot of you know, but those of you who don't know her, she is a transformational leader and life coach, and she also coaches a mastermind that I'm a part of and some other programs as well that keep me on track.
You got to stay on track. You guys, it's so easy to get off track, as we all know, right?
Super easy.
I can't wait.
It's really easy for me to get off
I know.
track.
It's like, hold on a second. I'm off track.
I'm like, squirrel. Oh, yeah. And that just happened earlier, actually, when I did a Facebook Live, right, John?
That's right.
That's a riot. I can't wait to learn more about John. I'm serious.
I know.
He's
so
already
excited.
had some really great ideas for the show. Too bad we can't implement them today.
I know, but
because it would have been a great.
Yeah. It would. But, this show is also about, it's never too old to follow your dreams, to follow your passion. And I don't know if all of you know, but a lot of people do know that I stopped singing for about 10 years.
Can't believe that.
And
I can't
believe that either. I just thought I was over it, and I'm not. But a couple years ago, or has it been 3? It's been 3.
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 or 3 years. Can you believe it? It's like time flies.
Yes, it does.
It's already 2020, and you don't even know it,
That's right. That's right. But 3 years ago, I decided to get back into music and get my voice back in shape. And because of it, I've had a lot of great things happen and also met a lot of amazing people along the way. And I know there's going to be some more amazing things to come. So I'm really excited about that.
Yes.
And we have an event coming up on May 4th called
it's
Beauty, Brains, and Business.
That's really, we're going to blink and it's going to be here. You know what I'm saying?
That's for sure.
And we're going to be talking about Beauty, Brains, and Business actually on the Big Bold You show today at 3 p.m.
Will.
But here's just a graphic of all of the amazing event partners that we have. It's really going to be incredible. But I'll tell you, John, you need to come. It's all about creating winning life teams because you can't succeed alone.
That's
and
right.
I'm telling you, everybody
You got to have a team.
You got to have a team.
I completely understand.
You got to have
it's
a team.
It's the same in our world.
Well, it's exactly. And
It's the same thing.
Like you were just helping another band, just like when we were out there doing lives. He's like, who was it? Emerald City needed help or something.
Right.
So, I mean,
that's how you do it.
You help each other and you support each other and back each other up. And it's important in any arena.
That's right. That's life. It's called life. So we're
arena.
really excited. We're really excited. And Kristi's going to be performing at Beauty, Brains, and Business. So that's going to be awesome.
Right.
And we want to invite everybody to join us. We only have really about 8 seats left.
John,
now 7.
I better get mine.
Now 7.
That's right. And actually another girl, so we might only have 6 because yesterday I talked to a girl. She's like, I got to get my seat. But it's going to be a great event, and it's just getting better every year. It's getting bigger every year. We're going to grow out of the place that we're at this year and being somewhere bigger next year. So I'm excited about that.
That's right. Always growing.
Always growing and changing and evolving, and that's what I love. And John, now tell us a little bit about you. Now I know you've got this Live 80 band, but you have some other bands, true?
Yeah, we've got Live 80. We started about 12 years ago, and we rehearsed it for a long time. And just as you spoke before, we got great team members and started building a vision for what we wanted to do. And a lot of bands, they'll grab some people and go out and play. And we actually built videos to go along with the show. We built a whole show for almost 2 years. When we started it, the design was not to have a girl singer. Mm-hmm. And we got pretty much to the end of where we could go and realized that, that was going to be a mistake. Mm-hmm. And so we spent some more time.
Why is that? Do you think? Because I have my opinion, but I'd like to hear what you think.
Well, I'll tell you what I think is when it comes down to it, there is so much great 80s music, and to leave out that whole
right, you got to have Pat
Benatar and Madonna and
Stevie
Nicks,
Nicks,
and duets. I mean, they're so much fun.
And the Heart Girls were big at the time,
right.
you know,
I
so
love them.
Versatile.
yeah, we, you know, so we decided, and we looked around at the people we were competing with, and nobody had a girl in the band, and it was like, so
No brainer. No
yep,
brainer.
yeah, it was back to work.
I mean, not only the songs, but okay, I think you have to have masculine and feminine energy. You just need both.
Well, sure,
Sure,
I think
that-
well, and for our music, you know, the demographic is so. If you look at our Facebook page, it's so female heavy. I mean, it's
Is
like
it?
70
Yeah.
or 75%.
Listen, we'd make a lot of the decisions.
Yeah, yeah, we figured that out too. I'm still learning about that.
We are in charge.
I mean, it is just what it is.
You're very creative how you
Yeah.
do that. But,
Yeah.
yeah. I have much respect.
I love that. So this is one of many bands that you're a part of, though, right?
Yes.
So what are all the different bands that you're associated with?
Well, a few years after we started Live 80, we had a lot of people saying, you know, we would like to hire you for a wedding or a fundraiser, but we don't want to,
80
you know, I
music.
mean, just like,
Right.
we just can't hire the same band every year.
Right.
So we developed a band called Decades, which was an idea of a good friend of mine. And it's a variety band. And since then, we have a band called Live 90, which is an 80s grunge rock and hip hop
That's
band.
so cool.
A band called Disco Queen, which is exactly
What it sounds like.
sounds like.
Right.
But our newest thing is a show called Starstruck, and it's an impersonator tribute show. where
Oh, how cool.
Decades band plays all the music, and then we bring up, for instance, Prima Donna, the young lady that does Madonna in town. She's our Madonna.
Oh, that's awesome.
We have a George Michael, Greg Harville, and he looks just like him, sounds like him. We use the Blues Brothers guys, and they come in
That's so cool.
and perform kind of a Legends in Vegas.
Right.
You know, kind of
Now,
a deal.
do we have video of any of this?
No, I think we've got it of Live 80, but Starstruck is pretty new right now, and we've done a couple of private events with it, and it's not something that you'll probably see at a public show.
But do you have video for us to watch today?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I
we've
got to
some
see
stuff.
this.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, you know, and it's and again, it's because we've had a great team of guys who all have different visions, and we try to put it together and
Right.
and you know work out what helps everybody and what makes everybody feel the best about the show, and then
Yeah.
we just go from there.
So have you always been in a band before the 2 years ago when you started?
Yeah, I've been playing since I was young. I got out of it for a while too, and it does slip away, you know, day by day if you don't stick with something like
Right.
a
Yeah.
workout or a band. But
Right.
you know, I was lucky enough to be able to pick it back up. But we started in 2007, and outside of playing at my house or having a studio at my house, I wasn't out in the public playing very much.
Yeah.
And I finally went full time with it, and
So do you sing and play instruments?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, and I mean, and ma'am, I don't think
I'm
I'm
sorry.
I don't think I'm older than
I was
you,
beaten
John.
as a child.
I don't
No,
think I'm
I know you're not.
You're going to say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am.
I had to carry her makeup bag in. I'm just not allowed
I
to
know.
watch.
Listen, I saw you. I was like, who is
We're in the
this?
South, y'all.
Exactly.
Okay, but what instruments do you play?
I play guitar, bass, drums, keyboard. You know,
Dang.
most of the instruments.
I haven't
that we-
seen all
that we
this. I've
have.
only seen a
Yeah,
small part of John.
I started as a drummer.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so cool.
Yeah, that's
How
awesome.
old were you when you started in music?
I guess I don't know, probably 5 or 6, beating on the carpet in front of the
Uh-huh.
stereo with spoons.
Right, but you had
But
you
a
had
drum
rhythm.
set at 10.
Yeah, so you
and
had
it's-
that rhythm that was just in you.
I guess. I
Right.
don't know. It's been very easy. I'm really lucky.
That's so fun.
Very blessed.
And how many people are in each one of these bands?
Typically, when we play, it's 5 to 6 people
Okay.
at a time, and we have a big enough company now that we do multiple shows.
That's so
we can do
awesome.
multiple shows at a time, just like some of the other really good music companies that are in Dallas.
Now, do we have
Awesome.
your website? I got to
Yes.
check out
Yeah,
the
yeah.
website.
It's
Yes.
live80band.com,
Live80band.com.
Yep.
That's easy. That's easy.
and that'll connect you to everything.
I'm going to
else,
look at
so.
it. I'm going to look at it. But
Yeah,
I know
that's fine.
Jason is probably going to pull
Yeah.
it up.
He's doing it.
Yeah.
He's
He's
doing it
like,
right now.
oh, yes, I am. He's like, just you wait
Well,
one second.
let's check out that video because
I mean, he's like going, what do I do? Do I do the video? Do I do the...
he's like, wait a minute.
Okay, all right. So there we go.
There we are.
So you've got one female in there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. The Live 80, the ultimate 80s experience. I love it. Now, where are some of the venues that you play on a consistent basis, or do you do mostly events?
No, well, we do a combination of both. It's important for us to stay out in front of people, so we try to do shows, Lava Cantina, Glass Cactus, House of Blues.
Right. Love all those.
So you get gigs from there.
The new Legacy Hall, that's a great place.
yeah.
If you
Isn't
haven't
that
been there, yeah,
awesome?
it's awesome.
I haven't been there since they finished the outdoor, but Dave was showing
One of
me.
our new favorite places is also Texas Live out in Arlington, where
Okay.
the new
Yes,
ballpark is.
yes, exactly.
It's an awesome venue.
That's cool.
So there, we had a couple of clubs shut down in the last couple of years, but 3 or 4 big places opened up and really picked up the slack. So
That's awesome.
and then of course we do a lot of private gigs and repeat
That's so
events every year.
awesome. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Cool.
Okay, so we're going to watch this video.
Yeah.
Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. There's shadows searching in the night.
Don't do it when you wanna come. Relax, don't do it when you wanna suck to do it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna come.
Don't say on a vacation far away. Come around and talk it over. So many things that I wanna say. You know I like my girls a little bit older. I just wanna use your love tonight.
I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I seen the toughest around. And I know.
Hit me with your best shot. Why don't you hit me with your best shot? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I can watch you weave and breathe your storyline. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young guys' hearts. If she came and stood right by me, it was a smell of sweet perfume. This heaven was soon. She come into a room. Hey, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl. Claims that I am the one. Oh no, but the cat is not my son.
Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand. You take me by the heart when you take me by the hand. Oh, Mickey, you're so pretty, can't you understand? It's guys like you, Mickey. Oh, just tell Mickey, 99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. It's panic bells, it's red alert. Something here from somewhere else. Claw machine springs to life, opens up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. 99 red balloons go by.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes.
'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl.
John, I want to have a party right now, and I want y'all there.
It's a lot of fun. It
I
really
mean,
is.
you know, it's like I either want to go to a club right now or I want to have a
know.
party. I mean,
That's good.
That'll give you a good idea of how many songs y'all just know so many
it's
songs.
it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We really worked hard on it. We use a medley format, so the songs go one right into the other.
Right.
So, you get to hear a lot more music than you would normally
Yes.
in a night. And there's so much cool 80s music. When I was growing up, it was very cliquish. I liked Rush and heavy metal, and
Right.
you just didn't like new wave if you liked that. But,
Right.
but there were so many different number one songs in different
Right.
areas.
Oh,
that
it was the best. Don't
it
you
really
think?
was.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody says that whatever your favorite music was when you were in high school, that's really kind of all your favorite music. But I just do think the best music was in the 80s.
I really do too.
I
you
mean,
know?
honestly, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like even my kids that are, youngest is 19, oldest is 23. They listen to the 80s music. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it's so, they're like, hey, Mom, have you ever heard of Steven Tyler? I'm like, yeah. Have you ever heard of, and it's,
That's so
Exactly.
funny.
I mean, I remember when my youngest one, Bryce, got turned on to Journey, and he's like, "Oh,
my
man,
God.
Mom,
Exactly.
Journey!" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes."
Yeah.
So even now, the kids these days, they're going back to the '80s,
I
to the
think so.
'80s roots.
A lot of great musicians and so many good guitar players and so
Yeah.
much creativity, and it was hard to decide. I mean, did you like Bon Jovi best? Was Journey better? AC/DC's been one of the biggest.
I
bands
love
in
Brett
the world
Michaels
forever.
and still does.
Oh yeah,
I still
yeah,
do.
and the Motley Crue deal, and all
Yeah.
that
You
you
know,
see, and-
but here's the thing I think is really awesome too is so many of these performers are performing still. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? I mean, I went and saw Brett Michaels in, Poison and not Mexico, in Vegas not too long ago, and it was a blast. They still
I saw
sound
Heart
so
like 2
great.
years ago.
And they sound great.
and they're selling out, and they're
Yes.
it's really
It's
really a
fun.
good thing.
I think Pat Benatar's going on tour like right now. or
I
soon.
love Pat
She's on the
Benatar.
Good.
soon. Yeah, she sounds amazing. She's been
She's
a
amazing.
mentor on The Voice this year. So
Right.
I mean, she sounds.
I
awesome.
just sit there and I'm like going, Kristi, you need to be up there singing like that because I love listening to her sing.
Yeah, it's a fun thing, if you have that gift and you get to use it, it's there's nothing better. There
Right.
really isn't.
And that's what it is too, is it's having a gift and you enjoy doing it so much and then being able to package it where you're doing what you love doing. So are those musicians, is that all they do or do they have other gigs?
Most of them do. Most of the guys that we use play full time, and we do so many shows a year that we have to have a bigger staff than what you would
Right.
think.
You interchange. Some of them move around to different
Absolutely,
bands.
because not everybody can
Can
do
go
the
at
same
one-
thing.
at one event.
And
Yeah, the
eventually
date.
somebody's going to lose their voice or get sick or
Right.
That's so
But
awesome.
so yeah, we just try to fit the best people on there. But there are so many great musicians in the DFW area, and a lot of those guys, they have day jobs and their dads at night, and they
Right,
they do
exactly.
they do the Sunday to Friday, and here comes Friday, they get to put on their clothes and go.
Exactly.
And I think that's awesome.
Okay, so here I'm all about business, so I want to ask you some business questions.
Sure.
So for you started this 12 years ago, and you started with that one original band, and it's grown and evolved. So now you've got multiple bands. Who is the manager, so to speak, and go and books all these gigs?
Well, we have agencies that help fill our private parties. There are
Okay.
a lot of course, the websites and the band names are out there. So we get a ton of help from agencies. Jacob Farley, the long-haired kid that was singing
Right,
in the
yeah.
video, he's pretty much the manager. He
Okay.
schedules all the people and where to be and what's going to happen. And usually I take care of the club bookings and
Right.
and I work the website leads. I've got an assistant,
lot of
Shauna
work.
Bonds.
Yeah.
She does all our contracts. I mean, it's a
Right. Oh, it's a business.
It's fun, but yeah, it's a very serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a definite business, and I'm just thinking, okay, now obviously this is not my gift and talent. I love music. I love listening to Kristi sing. I love live music. So, but I'm just thinking, oh gosh, if somebody's watching this and they think, golly, I want to get into this, there's a lot more work involved.
Well, sure, and the whole thing.
And then, like you said, 2 years of putting together the
Right.
You know,
sometimes you have to stop and, we're constantly trying to rethink it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fun part is we try to do it in such a way that it stays fun,
Right.
because you can,
You want it.
Get
you can
bored.
make yourself bored or hate anything. So
Right.
we have to, we have to change
Yeah, be
music
falling asleep on
around,
stage
and
like guitar
we have
solo.
to come up with new things, and that's exactly
That's
right.
actually happened to not
Hey.
in a band.
And you can see.
That's a riot. I can't even imagine that.
Yeah, you can go see a band that doesn't want to be playing, and it's obvious.
It's sad.
And it's like,
It's right.
we do it for the paycheck, but we try to do it in such a way that it stays. If we have fun, you're entertained.
Oh yeah,
You're
for
going to have
sure.
fun.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
just that's all it is.
I love it. It's
Absolutely.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, and I thought I was going to do it about a year ago, and I was like, okay, there's a lot to this.
Well,
even
yeah,
buying the equipment that it takes to have
It's,
good
uh,
equipment that sounds
It's
good.
it's worse than owning a dragster. It's a money pit. It's a
money
lovely money pit. It really is, but it's
I knew
a
it
lot
was
of
going to
fun.
be big, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just get in someone's band.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why,
Because I got all this other stuff going on,
we
you
also,
know?
we also
Exactly.
lease out some of our sound and some
Yeah.
of our equipment when we're
What a
not
great
working
idea.
to
Yes.
people
What a great idea.
that don't want that responsibility.
exactly.
And
I learned a lot, though, in that little spurt when I was
Right.
looking
Yeah.
at equipment, and this one guy was nice enough to really
Educate
take the
you.
time. Yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't even know me. He was just such a nice guy.
yeah, we have to be
Yeah.
careful. You don't want to make a mistake buying or selling the wrong gear.
exactly.
Right.
And you don't know until you get in. You really don't know.
That's right.
So I think it's amazing what you've done,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hats off to you to be able to pull that off and entertain so many people. And to me, music makes an event. It just makes an event. We had a holiday party, and Kristi, anytime we do anything, I'm like, Kristi, you're in charge of the music, And she usually always will sing. She sings, but then she also does the music, and it makes the event.
Yeah,
We kind of did a karaoke thing because that was more fun of people
It
doing
was-
it.
wow.
It really
It took
is.
them a minute to kind of get their
Yeah.
courage up, but
It does.
we were just using
It
my
does.
little system and stuff, but it was so much more fun.
Yeah, in our
Always.
case though, there have been so many people over time. The idea and the concept when we started this is nothing. It's
I'm
nothing what it
sure.
is now, And
Right.
we've been so lucky to have some of the best people through the years. So it certainly, I always joke, and it's like this isn't really my idea. This is a combination of
Exactly.
everybody's. And
It's
You
the
know.
collaboration.
So is it a
It
big
really is.
turnover though, and people coming and going, or
no, not usually. Most of our keyboard player's been there over 7 years. Eric Goodwin, who does our lights and video, which is a huge part of our show. We play the MTV videos and movie clips and stuff from
Yes,
the 80s to
that's
bring
so
that
fun.
awesome.
behind the music. And
I love it.
He's been there the whole time.
It's the whole
Yeah,
experience.
and most of our guys have been there. Our drummer's been there over 5 years, and most everybody stays. But sooner or later, people want to get married or have kids, or they want to try some different kind
Right.
of music, and everything kind of has a
Oh,
shelf
sure,
life.
exactly.
And so we all respect that. And when it's time to move on,
on,
then,
you move
then,
on.
then you say, "Hey, man, I'm tapping out," And
Now, so what are the prices? If I want to have you come and play,
boy, that's a loaded question. Most of our
Just
private,
give me the best deal,
like
John.
our, it's always the best deal. What's wrong with y'all?
exactly. At least tell me it is, John.
Exactly.
Tell me what I want to
It's gonna
hear.
be so good.
Yeah, it's good. This is gonna be so good.
this is like probably the lowest I've ever gone, James. That's what you're
We've
saying.
never done this before.
I've never
ever.
gone this low before,
fact,
but just for you.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
No, our private party ranges usually anywhere from $2,500 and up, because we shrink. I mean, we've played in people's backyards as a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Or we can have a 10-piece band.
Right. Mhm.
We use break dancers in our big shows,
Right.
which is a
That's
huge thing, so we can make
Energy.
it as big or small
Right.
Yeah.
as you want. And that
But
was the whole point.
What I think that's great for people to know, because again, I think that people that are having events, sometimes they shy away from adding live music to it because they think there's no way I can afford that. Well,
Right.
you know what? If that's important to you, you can afford $2,500. If you're doing an event and that's an important aspect of it, then you could pull that off.
Right.
So I love that. And I love it that you can shrink it or you can
Yeah,
go
we
big.
But
can make it
music
big
changes
and-
everything. I don't care what you're doing,
Yes, it does. It
however
sure does.
small or however big, it'll change the way people are interacting
Their
with
energy,
each other,
their
their
energy.
energy, if they're tired. I mean, just everything,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how people do anything.
One of our
can't.
newest shows has been the rock band karaoke, and that is getting so
Yes,
big
so
at
fun.
corporate things for team building. You know,
Yes.
these team builders, they get up and they sing 2 or 3 at a time together, and they'll
Right.
compete with each other, and
Yeah.
and it really allows people to get up and sit in with the band. We've even encouraged kids, and we've got 10-year-old little girls that come and boys that come out and just knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
Yeah,
to
we've
see
had
that.
we've had some of those 10-year-old kids that have knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, he has
Exactly.
talked about Chloe.
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah, Chloe
gosh.
and the
The
micro,
micro
chicks
chicks,
and
yeah.
Austin and
Austin, yes.
and
That's so awesome.
Aiden has been a young man that's come and sang with the band
Oh,
on
I've
and
seen
off.
him.
Yeah, little Aiden, and he's taller than me now, and he's got it's really fun to
Yeah, it is
see them
so
coming
fun.
up, and
Yeah.
it's a
That's
fun
awesome.
thing.
I know it is fun. That's
And
what.
so you have an event coming up too that
Yes,
we have a graphic for.
Yeah, the 19th, this Friday, we are opening up for Tone Loc.
Oh, how
at the Statler
fun.
Ballroom.
Cool.
Awesome.
And,
And that's open to the public.
Yes,
Funky
you can get tickets
Comedina?
right there.
In
Yep.
that tone look?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of
Yep.
course.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have our big show, our break dancers, videos. We've even got little Chloe Ray is going to come make an appearance.
Oh,
and
I love it.
I'm going to
That's
make her
awesome.
sing in front of all these people.
Now,
She won't mind.
How much is that? How much is that?
I honestly don't know what the tickets are.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, that's going to be
This
a
Friday.
great
Yeah, it's
show.
this Friday. It'll be a good show. It'll be.
And
That'll be a-
anyone can get a ticket and go?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a
Awesome.
great show. I love it.
Yay.
Yes, definitely.
Now we know what we need to do Friday, people.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Making plans. Making
right.
plans right here.
I love it.
You thought you didn't have plans, but you have plans now.
That's right. Well, because of our theme today being 80s, I chose an 80s song to sing. And feel free to jump in, anyone. I knew when I thought I'm gonna get a cowbell for Jen's
Exactly.
That's what I can play.
because
or
the
the
song
tambourine.
has some real good
Or the
cowbell.
tambourine.
No, you can't.
And
I
I
couldn't-
just thought, God, that would be hysterical if I had a cowbell.
That's funny. Yeah,
for
we
Jen.
don't allow cowbells and
It's really
tambourines
loud.
on stage
You
because
don't?
people can't play them.
Yeah.
Right.
I said I could play it. John said, no, you can't.
No.
He's
I was
like,
No,
gonna
it-
text
it-
you and
it
say,
never
Jens,
works.
I have your cowbell for today, because she's
Right.
always going more cowbell, more
Yeah,
cowbell.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
love that.
So I'm going to
skit.
sing a song, "Stop Dragging My Heart Around" by Stevie Nicks. Baby, you come knocking on my front door. Same old line you used to use before. I said, yeah, well, what am I supposed to do? I didn't know what I was getting into. So you had a little trouble in town. Now you're keeping some demons down. Stop dragging my heart around. It's hard to think about what you wanted. It's hard to think about what you lost. It doesn't have to be the big get even. It doesn't have to be anything at all. I know you really want to tell me goodbye. I know I really want to be my own girl. Baby, you can never look me in the eye. Yeah, you buckle with the weight of the world. Stop dragging my heart around. nothing better to do. They miss some bright-eyed kid. You need someone looking after you. I know I really want to tell you goodbye. I know I really want to be my own girl. Baby, you could never look me in the eye. Weight of the world. Stop dragging my heart around. 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 Cowbell. Cowbell. We need more cowbell.
I love it. I love Stevie Nicks. She's one of my
And
favorites.
she still sounds good
She's
too.
that was awesome. I loved it. Just keep on singing, man. Keep on
That's
singing.
fun. I love me some Stevie Nicks.
I think I'm
I'll
gonna make
sit
you.
in with y'all.
You should.
I think I'm gonna make you sing today on my show.
Oh, you are? Oh.
I think so.
All right. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it. Well, I tell you what, it's been fun.
Always.
This is always a blast. I love it. I loved having you on. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much for
so
coming.
much for having us on.
Yes, we can't wait to come and I can't wait because
Yeah,
I haven't
please
been
do.
up.
You'll
I
have-
can't
So
wait. It's
remember,
gonna be
if
amazing.
you want to sing karaoke, live band's the way to go. Track.
Always.
Better than a track.
It
Always.
is.
The energy, it's so much fun. And you guys do it every
Tuesday.
Tuesday and Thursday, but it's Lava and then
Lava Cantina on
Reservoir?
Tuesday, and the Revel in Frisco.
Oh, they changed the name again. Okay.
Okay.
From
The
8
Revel.
to 12 on Thursday. So,
Okay,
yeah,
wonderful.
check it out.
Awesome. And then, of course, book John's bands or band. One of them. He's got something for you if you need it. Any
right.
kind of
He does.
music.
That's right.
Yes, he
I
does.
mean, and I've seen them, and they're amazing and really great to work with, and good people, which always makes a huge difference.
That's right. Amen
So,
on that.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Beauticians and Musicians, and we'll be back next Monday at 2:00.